What do you guys make of all the time you have been asked, and there have been the comparisons made between this movie and a film like Twilight?
Well, I completely understand why the comparisons are being made, because it's a genre film. The genre is relatively new and concerned to the idea that it's got such a huge audience now.
And Twilight created that genre in terms of public awareness. So this is the first.
It's just finished, right? So the whole thing is just finished. So I guess they took up such a big space within the media. That I completely understand why people are curious as to whether this is going to be on the same level.
But I think it is a new genre, and I think that's why it's like that, because this is one of the first films to follow in the footsteps of that. You know, I imagine that whatever the superhero movie after the first Spider-Man was asked a lot about Spider-Man, but now we think about superhero films as a genre that we're all very comfortable with. So. I think we'll get used to it.
I can understand it, because we're a supernatural love story, a coming-of-age story, and we're based on novels. But I think that our authors created this world of Southern Gothic, small-town America, and we really have a lot of humor in our story. So I love our series. I think the books are awesome, and I'm proud of our movie. And
then there's humor. Like, the humor always reinforces the very unique signature of the film throughout, while we still have a lot of fun with the conventions of the genre.
I just feel like if it's successful, which of course we all hope it is, that means that people enjoyed it. That means that people went a second time, they told their best friend, they told their brother, they told their mom, they said, you have to go see this movie. And that's fantastic, that a story was conveyed so well that people enjoyed it and loved it. And that also creates a platform for people, you know, for Thomas and I to get to work more, to be considered for other jobs that maybe we wouldn't have before. And in terms of that level of stardom or whatever, that is inevitably compared to Twilight or whatever, I don't feel like that world is actually a normal reaction to success, what those actors have. I don't know how it got so crazy. But
I don't think anyone asks for that kind of...
But I don't think that's even normal. I've never seen anything like that before, so I don't think that could happen.
Well, it's fantastic. New Orleans, I shot there about 12 years ago with Lolita before the hurricane, so it was a little bit different, but nevertheless, great architecture, great music, great food, great attitude, great atmosphere. The South Louisiana with the bayou and the Mississippi and the slowness and the plantations and that feeling of history, and it's very evocative.
You didn't even have to use special effects or CGI. You just shoot what you see in New Orleans with the live oak trees and the homes in the French quarters and the Greek revival homes. It's a character in and of itself. It's like you've stepped back in time. It's like no place in America. It's got magical, mystical qualities, and you know, and it's got so much Southern charm, you know.
I'd never been to New Orleans before, so getting to spend so much time there and getting a sense of firstly the heat in the summer when we shot, and just the slower pace of life, the way of talking, the way of thinking, really infused our set, and that there's kind of a lot of supernatural elements to that part of the country, so that definitely gave us a little bit of an in.
Did you guys get to spend any time off set, like in your downtimes or on the weekends, kind of exploring or doing
Yeah, we did
cool,
like a
fun
graveyard tour and stuff like that, but I didn't have any supernatural experiences quite yet. I keep thinking if I say that, somebody's gonna like spook me or tap me on the wrong shoulder.